My name is Cosmic Extreme. I am a wealthy traveler and fighter. I have walked through kingdoms that burned and deserts where the wind cuts like a blade. Gold has passed through my hands, but wealth means nothing when shadows hunt. My scars cut deeper than coins. My steel weighs heavier than pride. I've scrapped in dark alleys and fought on battlefields where the sky bled. Each hit I make is a promise. Every scar tells a story. I'm not fighting for crowns or fame. I fight because the world's falling apart and someone's got to stand tall. But I'm not alone. The storm walks with me, my brother in arms, my partner in crime. He fights when everyone else gives up. His name is Corin Vortex. He is more than the storm. He is the trapper. Every step you take, he's already marked. Every path you choose, he's already closed. He sets snares where hope hides, builds cages where freedom breathes. The wind obeys him, and silence breaks beneath his design. He fights when everyone else gives up. But where there is steel and storm, there is always the fracture. My enemy waits in the dark. His name is Vexel. He is the poison in the silence. The shadow that feeds on weakness. He doesn't need crowns. He doesn't need fame. He thrives on cracks and resolve, on the moment when strength falters. He is the end of roads, the silence after collapse. And when I stand tall, he is the one who swears to cut me down.
Look at you two, Cosmic Extreme, the Titan of the Wastes, the rich traveler everyone whispers about. We've heard the tales, gold dripping from your pockets like water, enough wealth to buy a kingdom and still have change for the crown. But look at you now, you're bleeding in the mud, gasping for air in a ruin that smells like a grave. You're fighting in the dirt just like the rest of us, and your gold didn't make that axe swing any faster, did it?
You think gold is a shield? I've stood in throne rooms where the floors were paved in silver, and I've watched those same kings choke on their own coins while their cities burn to ash around them. Gold doesn't stop a blade, and it sure as hell doesn't buy a soul. You talk about TD Town like it's some prize to be looted, some chest to be cracked open. It's a home. It's the only place left where the dirt doesn't taste like regret. And you're just another bandit trying to bite a mountain. My scars, they weigh more than any treasure you've ever seen. Steel doesn't care about your pride or your threats. It just cuts through the lies.
Pride doesn't fill a belly, hero. You can wrap yourself in your home all you want, but we've seen the cracks. We'll strip Hollow's edge until the very ribs of the houses show through the rot. We'll take the grain, we'll take the hope, and we'll make your people crawl in the same mud you're standing in now. By the time we're done, your scars will just be the map of where we broke you.
You talk too much. It's a common flaw in men who are about to die. They try to fill the silence before it becomes permanent. And you move too loud. I heard your heartbeat thumping against your ribs from across the pit before the fight even started. You're frantic, predictable. Next time, I won't just trip you and watch you stumble. I'll make sure the rope finds the soft part of your throat before your feet even realize they've left the ground. Every path you think is an escape? I already closed it 10 minutes ago. You aren't a wolf bandit, you're just a dog walking into a cage you built out of your own arrogance.
What? When did you? I didn't see you move.
While you were busy boasting about how you'd strip a town of its bones, I was measuring the distance to your neck. Patience isn't just sitting still and waiting for things to happen. It's the art of watching you make your own grave while you think you're winning. You're already dead, leader. You just haven't stopped breathing yet.
Enough. I'm tired of the noise. If you want TD Town, you'll have to go throt me first.
this is not the end. Cosmic, I will be back. And for sure you will lose.
Fantastic. The legends return. I assume you brought more than just fresh notches in your axes? Or are we supposed to feed our kids on the stories of your victory tonight?
The Purl Bandits are broken, Harl. That's a night of sleep you didn't have yesterday. Take it.
Sleep? Hard to sleep when the wind is whistling through my ribs, Cosmic. You're the rich traveler, the man with gold dripping from his hands. But look at this hole.
He's right. My roof is more sieve than shelter. You fix one wall and 3 more crumble because the foundation is rotting. What good is your gold if the well is dry and the children are shivering?
You think I'm hoarding it? I've carried gold through deserts where a gallon of water was worth more than a crown. It's just heavy rock if there's no one to sell you a miracle.
Then why stay? To watch us drown in the mud? To feel better about yourself because you're the only one with a full stomach?
I'm in the dirt with you, aren't I? I lift the beams you can't budge. I patch the walls until my fingers bleed. But I can't buy a new world, and I can't bribe the sky to stop raining.
We don't need a hero on a pedestal, Cosmic. We don't need a king. We just need to know the roof won't be our coffin while we're sleeping.
Exactly. Keep your stories. Give us a floor that doesn't feel like a swamp.
Then stop wasting your breath on the gold. It's useless paper in a place like this.
Easy for you to say, Shadow. You don't have kids crying because the soup is mostly rainwater.
Crying doesn't fix a leak. He's got the strength to hold the frame, and I've got the rope to bind it. Stop complaining about the coins and grab a bucket. The sun isn't getting any higher.
Harl, pick up the hammer. We're doing the door frame again. This time, I'll brace it from the inside.
Careful, Cosmic. Watch the lean. If that thing slips an inch to the left, it's going to take my arm clean off and flatten the rest of us.
Then don't let it slip, Harl. Stop looking at my hands and start moving that rock. Hold the damn line. It's funny, isn't it? I can swing a pair of heavy axes for an hour in a berserker frenzy, covered in bandit blood, and feel like I could go for 10 more. But holding one piece of dead wood for 5 minutes, it makes my blood boil and my heart want to quit.
Maybe that's because the wood doesn't fight back, Cosmic. An axe swing has an end. But this just lingers. It's heavy, it's stubborn, and it stays that way until the job's done. Just like us, I suppose. Just waiting for the weight to finally break our backs.
Everything is a trap if you look at it right. Even a house. It's all about tension and release. You think you're fighting the weight of the roof, but you're really just fighting the earth. See this? If I loop the line here and tie it off at the angle, the weight shifts from your shoulders to the foundation. It's not about beating gravity into submission, it's about tricking it into working for you.
Why you even bother, Cosmic? Everyone knows the stories. You've got more gold buried than this whole town earns in a decade. You could be in a manor in the south right now, drinking wine that doesn't taste like vinegar and rusted iron. You don't have to be here in the mud.
Because wine doesn't patch a hole in a roof, and gold doesn't keep the rain off a child's head. And because if I go sit in some palace, staring at a garden while this town rots into the dirt, then every scar I've ever earned, they don't mean a thing. They'd just be ugly marks on a coward. I'm not a king, and I'm not a savior. I'm one of you. I just happen to be the one with the biggest axes and the thickest skull.
Spoken like a man who enjoys the struggle. The weight's secure, Cosmic. You can let go now. Try not to collapse. We've got 3 more houses before the sun hits the horizon.
3 more. Great. My axes are starting to look lighter by the second. I hate the quiet out here, Corin. It's unnatural. Every time I throw a strike, it feels like I'm fighting nothing but the wind, and the wind doesn't bleed. My arms, they're getting heavy because there's no impact to push back against. I need a target, something with weight, something that hits back.
You should be thankful for the silence. Most men don't get a chance to breathe before they die. They just get a blade in the throat while they're sleeping. You're swinging like a madman because you're bored. And look at your left side. You're wide open every time you reset. You're so focused on the big hit that you're forgetting to stay alive.
You sit here in the dust, tying pretty little knots and waiting for the world to come to you. But the real world doesn't wait for an invitation. Bandits don't walk into snares when they're busy burning the roofs we just spent 10 hours fixing. They rush, they cut, they move fast, and they move mean. I need to meet that heat with more heat, or they'll just walk over us like we're part of the landscape.
And when they rush, they don't look at their feet. That's the point you keep missing. You think fury is the only thing that wins a war? Fury is a candle, Cosmic. It's bright, sure, and scares people for a minute, but it burns out, fast. And then you're left in the dark, out of breath, shaking and waiting for the end.
And your way? You just wait until the sun goes down and hope they trip? That feels like losing with extra steps.
I wait until they make a mistake. My traps stay set long after your arms give out. My ropes don't get tired, they don't have lungs that burn or hearts that skip a beat. You're the hammer, Cosmic. I'm the floor. We need both. You keep them busy looking at the steel, screaming in their faces, making them terrified to blink, and while they're staring at you, I'll make sure the ground under them disappears. That's the only way a town like Hollow's Edge survives a man like Vexel. It's not about who swings the hardest, it's about who's still standing when the dust finally settles.
Hammer and the floor. Fine. It's a hell of a way to live, but I guess it beats being dead in a ditch. Just make sure your ropes don't snap when I start pushing a dozen screaming bandits toward you, because if they do, I'm the one who has to clean up the mess.
They won't snap. I checked the tension myself. Now fix your stance. You're dropping that shoulder again, and the wind is the only thing you've managed to kill all morning.
My hands won't stop shaking. It's not even the fighting. It's that damn timber we hauled today. My grip's shot.
You're using your back too much. You lift like you're trying to intimidate the wood. It's a beam, Cosmic. It doesn't care how many bandits you've killed.
Yeah, well, the wood won. Look at this place. We spent 10 hours sweating, bleeding, and screaming at each other. And if you stand back 50 feet, the town still looks like a graveyard. One patched roof in a sea of holes.
Stopping the sharpening, looking at the fire, it's one less hole than yesterday. That's the math. It's ugly math, but it's all we've got.
You ever think about the gold? I've got pouches of it buried under my floorboards back home. I could buy a ship. I could go to the Southern Isles where the air doesn't smell like wet rot and desperation. I could be a king of nothing in a place that's actually pretty.
So why are you sitting here eating charred rabbit in the dirt with me?
Because I'd know. I'd be sitting on some beach, and I'd know that Harl's roof finally gave in. I'd know the well went dry, and no one was there to dig it deeper. The gold. It feels like lead, Corin. It's just weight. It doesn't buy the feeling of actually standing for something.
People like us, we aren't built for the Southern Isles. We're built for the cracks. You're the fury that keeps the door shut, and I'm the patience that keeps the walls standing. If we leave, the shadows don't just move in. They win, and I've always hated losing.
They're still out there. Vexel, the bandits. They're waiting for us to get tired. They're waiting for the rich man to realize he's just a tired man.
Are you tired?
I'm exhausted. My soul hurts, but I'm not done. If they want this town, they're going to have to wait until I'm dead, and I'm a very hard man to kill.
Good. because I'm not doing the plumbing alone tomorrow. Get some sleep, Cosmic.